Please, our next speaker, also another powerful woman with over 30 years of professional work under her belt. One thing I like about her and her profile is that she was at the University of Science and Technology before it became Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Yes, that's how powerful she is. She has been an electrical engineer by profession, and all 30 years she has had extensive work with ECG, serving in various capacities, including project engineer, manager of system planning, general manager Central Region, and general manager Western Region. Today she's here to talk to us and treat the topic, the PMO advantage in delivering strategic projects, the ECG PMO story. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's welcome our next plenary speaker, engineer Mrs. Jacqueline Ofori-Atta. And I must say that as a woman, she has been the first of many kinds in her journey in engineering. Please, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be here this year. I think my first association with PMI was last year at the PMI conference at Royal Senchi. And I think our MD spoke. I think he spoke about transformational leadership and the digital transformation that ECG is undertaking. Sorry, you can't hear? Okay. It's okay, it's okay. Okay, so I think Jumaka has said a lot about how we can deal with ourselves as PMP professionals and also how to make our work better. By the way, I am not PMP certified, but I hope I'll be certified very soon. Okay, so everybody knows ECG. Oh no, the lights are on now. We are keeping the lights on these days. But obviously, everybody knows ECG. But I must say that it takes a lot of work and effort to keep the lights on. And we undertake so many projects to make you happy. Even though some of you may not be aware, some of you they just complain when the lights go off. I know it's frustrating because even for those of us who work within the company, it's also very frustrating when the lights go off. But then, like I said, we deliver a lot of projects in various ways in order to improve our service delivery to you. ECG, and we spend hundreds of millions of dollars on those projects. And I think you all agree that in order to deliver the projects well, it must be handled properly. Please, can we get the slide rolling, please? Okay, so today I'm just going to share the story of ECG's PMO. So that's the outline, but I think I'll skip some because I think, can we go to the next slide, please? Because I think we are all here, we all know what project management is, and therefore some of these things I don't want to go over it so that I don't overrun my time. Okay, but basically we all know that we need to plan. We need to implement what we want to do. And then, next slide, please. Okay, and for our projects to be successful, it has to be delivered properly or executed properly. And that is where we need project management. Please, do you agree with me or you don't agree with me? That we need project management in order to execute our strategies well. Okay, please, shall we go on? Okay, so like I said, if we are going to be successful in meeting our organizational goals, we are going to need project management. And I think the project management or the PMPs is really catching on strongly now. Because even now, I think there was an online meeting, was it last week, Mr. President, where they were telling us about how the certification process was going to go through. So I think we'll get to a time where if you are not certified or you don't have the accreditation like what we have from the Ghana Institution of Engineering, then you cannot handle big projects. So I think project management is becoming very, very relevant now. Please, next slide. Okay, so we need project management to deliver on our strategic initiatives or our projects. We need to measure our successes or failures through evaluation, because that's the only way we can improve upon our next project delivery. We also need to build capacity so that we upskill our members. Then, of course, there's also change management. We have to look at that one too, because people are set in doing their ways. And like I said, ECG is undergoing a lot of digital transformation, and people are not very used to working in certain ways. Like the previous speaker said, she's on TikTok and all the other social medias, but for some, even to power their computer is a problem. So then we need to, also change the mindset of people in order to embrace the new digital transformation that we are going through. There's a lot of AI going on now. In fact, I think I saw something yesterday where we were saying that very soon we'll get AI to create music for us. So then what is going to happen to our musicians and all that? Okay. And then also project management involves continuous or learning or improved learning, because like I said, we learn from what our past experiences in order to improve upon it, and then also document the data for decision making. Okay. Now, the big question is, how do we go about project management in our organizations? And I must say that project management entails a lot. In fact, you can start from yourself to your home, to your small office, to big organizations. Because if you want to build a house, it involves project management. You just don't get 50,000 and say, okay, I'm going to build a house. And then realize that the 50,000 cannot even build the foundation. You need, all the architectural drawings and the bills of quantities. It has to be costed. And then you look at your finances. If you want a 14-bedroom house and you realize that, okay, the cost of it is $1 million, then you say, I don't have this one, so maybe let me get something smaller. So, and it all entails project management. So I guess you all agree with me that every sphere of our lives involves some amount of project management. Okay, but then I'll limit myself to the organizational environment. ECG for that matter. ECG is a very large company. We have over 7,000 workers or so, or close to. And then we have a lot of functional directorates. I think there are about 18 functional directorates. We have engineering. I always start with engineering because I'm in engineering. We have procurement, we have customer service, we have IT, we have, what do you call it? Network projects, and so on, legal services and so on. So it's basically a functional organization. Typically, before the beginning of the year, everybody draws the budget, and then you come out with the projects that you want to do, and then it is approved. But then the implementation becomes a problem, because it's like, okay, engineering, I want to do 20 projects. Customer service, we want to do 20 projects, and we're all competing with the same resources. So if you are not careful, you realize that, okay, it's the same money, and these days we don't have money. Please, if you haven't paid your bill, please. Please. You see, these days we are hard with cash, so please, I implore of you to pay your bills. And now, I think last year, our mobile app, and in fact, it won an award last year. So it's very easy. Those of you with smart meters, you can just sit. In fact, if you are sitting here, you haven't paid, please go onto your phone and then you can pay. Okay, that's on the lighter side. But then, so we have a lot of projects competing from the same basket, and then it becomes very difficult at times. So we have some stranded projects. You start, and then you are stuck somewhere. It's just like building a house. You think you finish with 100,000, you realize after 100,000, you haven't even roofed, so it's hanging. So then that is typically how we used to manage our projects. So ECG typically, like I said, is a functional organization. But then in recent times, we are moving towards a matrix organization where we have collaboration amongst the cross-functional departments to deliver on key projects. So like I said, we we execute a lot of projects over there, yes. And at a point, we realized that we had so many WIPs, work in progress. So then management said, I mean, we can't go on like this because you could finish 10 projects and get money out of it or the benefits, but then you have like 20 projects and you're not finishing. So then that was when it was decided that there was a need for a corporate PMO. So, I mean, that is how the corporate PMO came about. I think it started around 2019. So that was how the corporate PMO started. And with that one, we had, I mean, that meant that we would have corporate visibility of all the projects that was being undertaken in the company. You could standardize the procedures and all that. You could also have value for money and all that. And so that was the birth of ECG's corporate PMO. And I must say that, in fact, the benefits so far have been tremendous. Okay, please, let's go on. So I think the PMO started, I mean, the narrative started changing along the birth of the PMO. Like I said, we had too many projects. Shall we move this? We had too many projects in progress. They were misaligned projects. Project completion rate was under 15% because there were so many from the different directorates competing for the same resources. And we couldn't complete the projects on schedule. There was no scientific way of selecting the projects because I would think that, okay, I want to build a substation at Rock City so that the supply here there will be constant and continuous supply, also improve the voltages here. Customer service would want to build a customer service center somewhere because they want to be nearer to the customers, all competing. So, of course, if you don't have enough money, then the projects are not delivered on time. So, and then there was scattered data, because if you want data, then you have to go to, say, customer service for their data. You have to go to premises and estates for their data. I mean, it was becoming a bit cumbersome. Okay. So that was, I mean, where we are. That was without the PMO. Please, can we go on? Okay, please, I think we can move on, please, to the next slide. Okay. Okay, so we are there. Okay. All right. So with the establishment of the PMO, it was a significant milestone in transforming the company's approach to project management. The PMO centralized the project management activities in the organization, bringing visibility and enabling better project coordination and communication across the functional directories. Like I said, we have about 18 functional directories. So it's very difficult if everybody's working in silos. But this, I mean, brought everybody together. The PMOs, there was an implementation of a robust project prioritization framework that ensured that the scarce resources were allocated to the projects with the highest strategic impact. They also, like I said, introduced standardized project management methodologies and tools, fostering a culture of discipline and consistency across the organization. Okay. Okay, so since the inception, the PMO on its transformative journey has made significant contributions to the company's fortunes. The completion rate has, okay, so I think I've mentioned this previously. Improvement in the PM culture, targeted investments, capacity buildings. These are some of the gains. If we talk about improved PM, can we go to the previous slide, please? Previous, please. Previous, okay. Okay, so this is where we are now. Like I've mentioned them, some of them already. That's the work in progress has reduced drastically. We've aligned our projects, okay, because if this project is not going to give any benefit, then there's no point in undertaking it. Yes. And then also the completion rate has increased by about 25%. Significant improvement in project resource efficiency, adequate visibility on the corporate projects, and all that. So, like I said, shall we go on? Okay. And our gains, okay, improvements in project visibility and performance delivery, optimized resources. Now we target our investments to impact the bottom line. It's not that, what do you call it? Network projects wants to draw a line here. Whether they are only, so okay, fine, you probably may want to draw a line here to maybe 4 customers. Will you choose that over drawing a line to a place where you have 100 customers or even 20 customers? That will give you more revenue. So then you have to look at that one. Okay. And the PMO, they use their AHP model in selecting the projects, the ones that will give you the highest IRR and all that. So they use that one in the selection of the projects. Okay. Please, shall we go on? Okay, and also some of the gains of the PMO since its inception. It's improved the PM culture. Okay, so the project management culture has significantly improved across the organization. I think more people want to become certified. I think almost there are 25 of us from ECG here, and I think, I don't know, apart from myself, I'm not sure, I think everybody else is certified. I stand to be corrected, but most people are. Am I wrong? Yes, I'm the only person who is not certified, so this is a challenge. So, I mean, like I said, and we keep on adding more and more. And the management is committed to building the capacity of the teams. In fact, so there's been various project management trainings, either for the certifications, exposure to best management practices at conferences like this one, and seminars, and strategic collaborations with experienced project management institutions, both local and abroad. It's all aimed at improving the capacity of the members of the PMO. And in fact, it's not only limited to members of the PMO. I think there's also, they try to also include others who are not PMPs per se, but then they are also involved in project management. In fact, like I said, ECG, I mean, we execute numerous projects all over there. I mean, so many years. I started as an assistant electrical engineer, and I've been involved in projects, I mean, numerous projects, but I'm not certified. And in fact, last year, no, it's true. I mean, we have done numerous, I mean, a lot. And in fact, last year, the project manager of the year was won by engineer Patrice Afenyo. He's not certified. So I know it's good to be certified, but I think also without the certification, I think we are doing equally well. Anyway, okay. No, before that, please. No, that's the last slide. Okay, please. Okay. All right. So that's, like I said, we are trying to improve the PM culture in the organization, because if we do not have a very strong and solid culture, then we have a lot of stranded projects. So it's very important that the PM culture is ingrained in almost everyone, because like I said, we use project management, whether in our personal lives, family life, offices, everywhere, there's something that has a bit of project management. So that's one thing we are trying to do. And the PMO, the chief PMO manager is here. So we are all trying very hard just to make sure that we build the capacity of the staff. Jumoka, she said a lot about what we should do. She said what she was saying, we should learn for ourselves. So I think when you learn for yourself, then you have to use it to impact wherever you are working. Okay, all right. So that's the culture bit. Oh, you want to do this one? I'm not there yet, please. You want me to end? No, before, please. Okay. So I've talked about the capacity building, we have a lot of opportunities for upscaling the project management professionals. And then, what do you call it? I also talked about the engagements through PMO. Okay. Let me move on. All right. And then the PMO, like I said, the benefits to the company is a lot. We've also won some awards, actually. Yes, I think last year we won 3 awards. And this year, I'm very happy to say that we've been shortlisted. I won't talk plenty, but I hope that tomorrow we'll be getting a lot of awards, through our various innovations and creativity. And I must say that, the in thing now is innovation and creativity. And I think, so last year we had a new directorate, innovation and strategic management. That's the new, one of our newest directorates. And the main focus is on innovation and creativity, because if you continue to do the things the same way, then you are not going to get anywhere. Okay, so now there's a lot of talk about creativity and innovation. So I think some of our things that we are coming up, like the ECG Power App, sports billing, all those things, we are trying to see how best we can get some innovation into the things that you do, so that the lights will be on all the time, provided you also pay us on time. Okay, thank you. So we won a few awards, like I said. And then I think the last thing I want to say is that the PMO, last year we were invited to the first African summit in Kenya. ECG was invited to that summit. And then after that, we were invited to the Global Council meeting in Los Angeles. Okay, the picture is here, so you let it stay. Okay. We were invited to the Global Council, and I must say a big thank you to Mr. Andrew Renchi. I don't know if he's here. I saw him earlier on. And the PMI Sub-Saharan African Director, George Asemeni. They've been very helpful. They've been very supportive. So after the Africa Council in Kenya, we got invited. So that's Los Angeles. No, sorry. No, this is Ghana. Okay, so these are the awards that we won last year. That's Patrice, with the project manager of the year. Then we got the project for the mobile app, and I think we got the state institution. So we got 3 awards last year. Okay. And then, like I said, George is not here, and Andrew too, but they've been, okay, George is here. Thank you very much. So they've been of tremendous help. Okay. So we got invited to LA, and then, it was a really nice meeting, and we got to meet all the members and the boards, and also met, the Global Council is made of some of the executives for some of the Fortune 500 companies. So Google, Microsoft, Accenture, all of them were there. So it was a really nice opportunity to network with them. And also some of them offered to help us and all that. So it was a very nice time. And then after that, we got the invitation to be permanent members of the Global Council. So okay, so I am very proud to say that ECG is the only African utility company to be a permanent member of the Global Council. George and Andrew, thank you very much for your support. Okay. Okay, so that's in LA. That's the PMI president. You know him, the picture there. Okay. All right, okay. So that was last year at the Global Council in Los Angeles. Okay. All right, so like I said, our PMO is very young. It's only 5 years old. But like I said, before then, a lot of projects, we've handled numerous projects. Members were not certified, but gradually a lot more are getting certified. And I believe that, I mean, in so far as we've been able to deliver a lot of projects without the certification, now that we've been certified, I think we should be hitting the sky. So I encourage all of us that we use we try and learn as much as possible from the various conferences, interactions, networking, because there's a lot to gain from that. And in as much as we apply some of the principles to ourselves, please, I think the greater benefit is for our companies. I think the ECG story is a testament to the power and benefits organizations, both public and private, stand to gain by establishing PMOs. Like I said, we've got some awards last year. Now we are on the Global Council, which is, I think it's a very great achievement. Yes. MTN, will you challenge us? Okay, so please, there's a lot to gain by establishing PMOs to drive our project management activities. I've listed the advantages, at least from our own perspective. So, the PMOs becomes a catalyst in driving organizational success through effective delivery of strategic projects to achieve value for the organization. On this note, thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, please. Engineer Jacqueline Ofori-Atta. Or you can do it better for her one more time. Please allow me to take two questions, please. This has been the PMO advantage, the ECG story. Please introduce yourself. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Abdul Karim. My question is, as we've seen a very good presentation and a demonstration of the success of the PMO within your organization. But then the core of your organization is to deliver a certain level of customer satisfaction. Now, I didn't see any linkage between what you have achieved in terms of the PMO and the customer. So can you give us some statistics in terms of your progression from 2019 to date, and how it relates to the customer in terms of power availability?
All right, thank you. Can I take the second question immediately? Let me pick that from here.
My name is Jonas from MTN. Thank you very much, Madam, for your presentation and the progress that you have made since 2019 in terms of your PMO journey. I want to know from you, what is the PMO structure? What structure do you have within CPG to execute your projects? And what is your current project management maturity level? Sorry? Thank you.
Did you get
that? I didn't hear the last
Yes.
part. Could you kindly repeat that?
Let me take it again. Since 2019, you established your PMO. I want to know your PMO structure. And what is your current project management maturity level?
Okay, thank you very much. I'll take the first question first. I think you said it has to do with customer service, right? Okay. I think I mentioned that all our projects are aimed at enhancing our customer service delivery to customers. And the biggest one with that, I think I mentioned the ECG Power app.
No, let's be fair here. It looks like the question has been reframed and it means something entirely. On this note, maybe if you don't allow us to answer the first question, we'll rule out the questions entirely. Is that okay?
You are talking about the PMO and power availability. All the various projects we implement is supposed to enhance delivery of supply to customers. okay? And that includes power availability. Last year we got the project, the State Company Project of the Year award, okay? And that one was for the Kaswa BSP. If I say BSP is a bulk supply point, that is where we receive power from Gridco, and then we transform it to our vote, step it down, and then we distribute to your homes. So, and that's a project management thing. Even the project manager, who I mentioned, Patrice, he was a project manager for that project. So as for, and all the projects, like I said, all the projects, first it was done functionally. Now we are trying to we have the PMO, where we have corporate visibility of all projects that are undertaken. And all the projects, be it to enhance power supply to your home or whatever, it's all geared at enhancing customer service delivery. So they are very, very relevant. I don't know, is your question answered?
I believe we can go on to the next question, the second question. Yes.
Okay, now on the PMO structure, okay, the unit is headed by a general manager, okay, and then we have 5 sections under it. So we have a manager for project risk and stakeholder engagement. Madam Jumake talked about stakeholder engagement and risk. Then we have another manager for project resources, another manager for data analytics, another manager for project quality and value delivery. And I think we are just about to add on one for project investment units. So are you okay? And then, like you said, I think you wanted to know the status, or like I said, it's a growing PMO. So we are still building capacity. But like I said, day to day, the gains are enormous. We increased our project delivery period. Resources are allocated more efficiently and all that. We are not there yet, but every year is growing. I hope I've answered your question.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, let's put our hands together. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Do not take your seat yet, but I don't have a question for you.
Okay,
you want to center into the middle. Let me call on the president, Mr. Frank. No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't.
All right. Okay.
I don't. This is a plenary speaker certificate presented to Engineer Mrs. Jacqueline Ofori-Atta in recognition of outstanding contribution as plenary speaker of this year's NPMC 2024, the PMO Advantage in Delivering Strategic Projects, the ECG PMO story, please. Oh, let me help you with that, yes. Please add your phone, yes. Oh, if you're doing it, do it better. Thank you. Thank you so much. First, you remain here with me. Please remain here with me, and let's do the following. This is also certificate presented to Ms. Jamoke Lafenwa for being a plenary speaker. Please. Yes.
Hello. Okay. I was thinking of what trophy to give Ato if he succeeded in stopping Jumoke when her time was up.
I failed.
But
I failed.
thankfully, that was short-lived because he couldn't.
This fabric you see is for PMI Ghana chapter. This used to be the logo. We have so many yards in our offices at Golf House, 5th floor. I saw another lady is wearing, Ruth is wearing. So one of the ways you can support the chapter is by doing what? Thank you.
These final two go out to breakout speakers, and this one is presented to Ekuya Apia Menka. Please. All right, if Ekuya is not here at the moment, let's have Manuela Frimpoma Isianua. Keep the applause coming, please.